What's going on, traders? Hope everybody had a great weekend. Want to do a recap for you guys of the S&P 500 today, Monday, February 27th. Interesting trading day, some upside moves, some downside moves. Both sides got paid today. Could have been a bit of a tricky trading day if you weren't careful. And I will go over some of my trades today and kind of what I saw during the intraday price action. But of course, we're going to start off here with the daily chart. Now, I'm still watching, we had this channel, this flag going on here. I'm still going to be paying attention, although, of course, now it's looking a lot less like a bull flag, but maybe even a descending wedge now. Either way, I'm still going to pay attention to this trend line to see, whether we're over or under and help that frame some of my game plan through the day, intraday, and, of course, on the bigger picture. So, right now we're in this, Satan's chop box again. We were in it here, as you can see. We were kind of messed around with it down here or in here as well. So, and right here. So really, the range I think that we need to pay attention to for now, that 404.15 down to the 393.65 area. Those are the high and low right now within the range that we have been in. And so let's pay attention to that. If we start to break below or above it, certainly want to watch out for those developments in price. Friday, and I forgot to mention this in the video, I did post it to my Twitter afterwards. I didn't want to go back and record the whole video over again. But on the bigger picture here on Friday where we closed, you can see closed right on this bigger trend line. And this was, I posted on there, this is kind of the bull's last stand. This is the bigger trend line that we did break over and came in, retested, and thankfully today we did get a nice push higher. So that was an interesting development. Ideally for the bears, they want to just push us down and back under this trend line. That would have been the most bearish scenario. But the bulls did come in and defend. So that is worth noting. And as far as when we were looking at the Wyckoff kind of stuff, let me see right here. Okay. Now here, we had the accumulation break, markup, down, retest. We really haven't seen the retest yet. We tried to here, but maybe we are going to within the next few days. Let's look for that retest and then another potential markdown as well. So that's kind of how these cycles go. We haven't really seen, again, that retest yet, but it's something that I am keeping an eye out for. Lastly, I wanted to get into TNX here. Still on the on my mind, a big forefront. We're still in this flag here, and I would think that if we start to break out, watch for that 40, and if we get over that, watch for this retest point of pain, the breakdown candle, 40.80, we'll call it 40.79. So if this does break out and get over 40, I'd be watching for that area. Now, of course, if TNX is going up, we're going to see more pressure in the equity markets. So that is something that we want to pay close attention to. And of course, with this going up, the dollar will be rising as well. So let's get into SPY a little bit more. Anything I've got? Let me see if there's anything more I wanted to say about the daily. Not too much here. Let's get into today's price action, and then we can talk about my trades, what I saw, and how I traded them. So let's get into that. Okay. All right. So today, we had a nice base here in Globex pre-market, rallied up higher, came in. We ended up making a higher low here. I did not take this trade. I was just watching. Had a nice rally up, and then we came in and tested. We back tested Thursday's breakdown, and you can see here we'll go back to Thursday. Oh, do I have it? Oh, I gotta go back one more day. Hold on. Sorry about that. You can see here, Thursday, we came right into this area right here, and this is exactly where we dropped from. And this is where, when I say the point of pain here, you can see that's where the whole market shifted, and we saw this big impulse move down. So they came in, the sellers were still sitting there, and you saw what happened at that point. Oh no, we gotta come back. Sorry. And you could see what happened at that point. We had the break of structure here, obviously, with this big candle. First trade I took, I didn't take this flag. I wasn't trusting it. I didn't like the risk to reward, considering where we were. But I did try off the pre-market high. Of course, I got stopped out there. Then we just had a retest. You can see right here, this is where bears got trapped. We had a point here where it caused a little breakout. We just came simply back in to retest that area again. Since we had the break of structure, I didn't take this trade, but you could have shorted here on the lower high retest and gotten a nice little move to the downside. But I didn't take this trade. I was just watching, kind of getting a feel for what the market was telling me. But then we came back into this 397.50 area, big area, as you know. We've been talking about that 397.50 as a important demand. I could see here again that we were unable to break down lower. They were soaking that bid accumulation going on. We came up. I took a long here on ES and on some calls. We came back up. We started to take some profits up here as we back tested this area, this base that we broke down from. But I held through here. We just came in, made on a higher low, and really my target was coming back to retest this higher low. That's what I was really looking for, and we did get that. Got out mostly everything here. I had called out this play, the long, on Twitter, and we called out these targets for that 399.40 area. And I can't remember what it was on the futures at the moment. But either way, I know that we called it out, and we did get those targets completed. But then we had a nice sell reaction come down. Another little flag here. Again, you can see the reactions as it came up into this area. And we had another break of structure down. At that point, I just waited for the higher low, and we did get that higher low, came right back in. You can see here where price reacted. This is obviously to the other side, but you can see the reactions. This was obviously upside, downside, downside, and boom, took the short here, came back down, started to form a bit of flag. Another popped up again for another higher low retest, came down, another higher low retest. Now when they finally did break that 39.755, you can see what happened here with this big candle. The stops were all taken out, and we had a real nice push down to the downside. So I did actually cover. I got out my SPY puts a little early, but I did get the that final move down on my futures short, so that was nice. And we just came right here, pretty basic, right into Friday's 11:45 highs. And you can see, let me zoom out really quickly, and you can see right here where we came in for some they wanted to pick up some inventory there, so we just came in, picked up that inventory, and then boom, and we moved back up. I didn't take this long, after I got out of the short, I was content with just watching for the end of the day. So yeah, that's pretty much what I saw today in the price action. This is very common, price action coming up and retesting those those point of pain areas, breakdown candles. So watch out for that in your trading, and of course we saw it a bit up here as well. But yeah, so as far as going forward into tomorrow, I think if we get over what I'm going to be watching for is really getting over, if we're holding over 397.50, I'll still be considering, some potential longs in that area. But really, if you want to go for more confirmation, really need to see back over here, back over the 399.50. So I'll go off of that. If we get over that 399.50, be looking for that 400. Not very far, not a very insane price target, but we got to take it step by step, right? Over that 400, I'll be looking for about 485. Then I'll be looking for 401.35. So after that, I want to see if we can get back up here. If we can, then I'll be looking for, I don't have it on this chart here, but I'll be looking for around the 402.25 area and then 403. So that's kind of my long side plan for now. Some levels I'll be looking at if we can confirm over those levels on SPY. And then under, if we can get under that at 397.50, I'll be looking to the short side. We gotta confirm though. And then I'll be trying to see if they want to pull price down to 396.30. Under that, 395.50. And then we'll look to see if they can't bring us to 394.20, 393.50, and then 392.25. So that would probably take us about in this area. So again, really quick, over 399.50, looking for 400, 485, 401.35, 402.25, and then 403. Under 397.50, gonna be looking for 396.30, 395.50, 394.20, 393.50, and 392.25 for the shorts. So we'll see what develops. I didn't see too many crazy economic events going on this week, so I think we are okay as far as that is concerned. Otherwise, I hope you had a great trading day. I hope this helped, and if it did, give a thumbs up, like, subscribe. If you have any comments, questions, leave them below. I love reading them, and I certainly will reply. So that's it for me. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and take care.